I wanted to make an episode about outer order, and inner order, and how important it is to understand that if things are, and this is something that I've realized for the past. I've been up for a few days now, right? So, and I've sort of disciplined myself. I wanted to make sure that if I, for example, get up and do my bed, if I tidy up my wardrobe, I put all my clothes in order, right? So I know clothes for work, clothes for going out, and so on. And I've cleaned the car, and I've done all this. You see, even in the kitchen is tidy, and the house is tidy. So, and I've realized that when I've done all this and everything is in order, without realizing, I've created inner peace. I've created a sense of achievement. You see, and this is something that I've asked myself in the past, is like, how do I come up with that peace? You see, how do I come up with that? And I realized in order to come up with peace, to be calm is when everything outside is in order. And then that's when you feel like you've achieved that kind of peace, That's freedom, you see? Because I was thinking, what is freedom, you see? When we feel like us humans, or as men, especially men, right? I mean, and females, of course, but men, they feel like they want to achieve things, and they feel like they always want to be used for something, right? As a man a man always feels like that, he feels better if he's being used. For example, like if his wife says to him, "Oh, can you go and fix that fence?" and he does it. Sometimes he doesn't even have a clue how to fix it, but he goes there and he does it, right? And when he comes and tells you, "Oh, you've done a really good job there," he feels very proud. For personal experience, when I do something like this, when I fix something, I feel proud. You see, because you've achieved something, and that's very important. So where do I come up with this and freedom? You realize that you have freedom when you're free, when you're not in jail or something like that. But by freedom, it comes from your mind. So when you've achieved everything that you have to, so I'll give you an example. A normal person, how can a normal person have freedom? You see, like, I'm a normal guy, right? I'm a normal person. My freedom must come from when I realized that I have to contribute in this society. My freedom came in peace of mind is when I realized that, because I was really upset, or not upset, but I was feeling a bit like maybe down, or a bit like thinking I can do better than this, or this is not the job I want to do. And in a way, I felt like I wanted to do something a lot better. I felt like I wasn't the job that I'm doing now. I feel like it wasn't something that I wanted. But then in the same time, I was thinking, what do I want? Because I was thinking, I don't want that, I don't want this. What do I want? Do I want to just sit and make money? Like, do I just want to sit and let money come in? And then I realized, would that make me happy? Like, imagine if you sit, right? Imagine if you sit and you got money coming in. Would that make you feel? Would that make you happy? Would that make you feel like you've achieved something? As a man, I don't think you will. I realize it won't. That will never give you, money will never make you, it will never give you peace, never give you freedom. People believe that if they get rich, you're poor, and then you want to make money. It's the same thing as when you're hungry and you have, then you eat, and then you're like, okay, so what's now, right? So this is the same thing. You make money, you're poor, and then you make money, and then you think there's a level of like, unless that is what makes you happy. I've never heard people. There's a level. I've seen people even in my work, I've seen that even though they have money, they're not happy. There's something that they're missing, and I can tell that. I can look into them. I can look at them, and I can tell there's something that they're missing. You see, and it's that peace, that freedom, right, in their mind. That's what it is. It's your mind, right? There's nothing else. It's not like because you are a free person, right? So makes you think, what else do you want? I mean, you're free, you can eat whatever you want, you can drink whatever you want. So then, but then there's always something missing. You see, when I look at these people, I'm thinking there's something missing in these people, even though they made money. And I talk to them, right? I've got clients I'll talk to, and even though they made money, there's still something they're missing. And I tell you what it is the fact that is your mentality, is your mind. When you realize that you contribute, when you realize that you've done your part, that you're doing your part in society, then you don't feel like you're a slave anymore. You don't feel like, you don't feel bad anymore, you see, because you feel happy, I'm contributing, right? Then when you finish your work and you go home, you feel like, now, okay, I've achieved something. Now I can relax, and now I can, you know, now I can do other things, or wherever you feel like you want to do it, right? But that's how freedom comes, right? It comes from realizing that, and that's when I realized, because I was feeling sad. I was thinking, I'm going to work, I want money. I said, but if I want money, then I'm making money, and I'm thinking, but what do I do with money now? I can buy a house, I can buy this, but then I still feel unhappy, you see? And personally, I want to belong to a group, you see? I feel like I want to be part of, I want to meet people that are honorable, people that understand that, understand that the world is a beautiful place. And in order to make it, and also we got people that are turning the world into a bad place. So I want to meet people that understand how the world works, and understand that we all have to contribute, and understand that your mind is the one that dictates how you feel. If you can control your mind, you control pretty much everything. You control how your life is, right? Because you're not feeling sad. You know. And I realized, in order to control your mind, you're not going to sit around just trying to control your mind. There's some things that you have to do in order to, because then, the idea of control your mind is not to try and control your mind. It's to let your mind free, you see? You got to realize your mind is just a tool. You use it for a specific task, and then once that's done, then you just, you lay it back. You just think, okay, that's it. A lot of people overthink. We do overthink a lot. I tend not to do everything anymore, because I realize that there's no point. There's no point overthinking. I just stop. I just don't think anymore. And then when you don't think, there's a lot more, creation that comes into your mind. There's a lot more calmness, you see? You feel more in control. So I wanted to mention, what did I come up with, with the inner peace and, outer peace, outer order, inner order. This is what it is, you have to realize that if small things like this, right? If you're, like I said, start with your house. If your house is in order, if your bed, if your clothes, wherever you have there, as small as it is, if that is an order, it will give you some peace. Also, it will give you a tiny bit, but then the mind, then of course you got to use your mind for good things. So try and remove, of course, technology. You see, your phone. Don't be too much on your phone. If you're in your phone on YouTube, of course, you're gonna watch this on YouTube. Try and watch this or listen to other people. Maybe not to me, or maybe listen to other people. Because I'm the same. I listen to other people, and he helped me. You see, he helped me a lot, because I got so much more peace. And I'm not on my phone to scroll for like nonsense things. I limit my time on YouTube, and I think, okay, I want to listen to someone. I don't want to listen to news about killing and about this. This is another thing that people do. They just listen to things and they consume by all this that happens somewhere. Just focus on what you have, okay? Just focus on your house, focus on you, and you see how from there everything is gonna be so much better. Everything is gonna, because you're gonna spread this mentality. You see, this is what we need to do. We need to spread this mentality of creating order in your own environment first. Once you create order, then you move around, and others will join that. They've created order as well in their environment, their group, and their not in their group, in their circle. In like, this is my sort of territory, right? This is my house, and this is my, I've created order here. So now I'm ready to talk to someone that has the same sort of idea and is the same sort of what do you call it, principle, right? I mean, so, and that's why I said just focus on this, and you'll see how life changes, you know. So but yeah, I'll end this video and I'll make another one, but I want to talk about something else. So this is outer order and inner order. The next one will be about something that I really wanted to talk about, and then eventually I want to make 5 episodes about some subjects that have been some about history, and I'm going to go into this. I'm going to go into history, and I'm going to go into some other things, but I feel like I want to take it slowly.